Let me give you a number before we get into anything else. $0. That's the autonomous payment ceiling for almost every AI agent deployed in production today. GPT-based, Claude-based, open source, commercial, doesn't matter. $0 they can spend without a human approving the transaction. I'm not making a vague theoretical point. I'm going to show you real failure modes, real developer incidents, real structural blockers with specific dollar amounts, specific tools, specific error messages that prove the agent economy has a foundational infrastructure gap nobody's fixing fast enough. I'm also going to show you why throwing a smarter model at this problem doesn't work and what agent-native financial infrastructure actually looks like. 3 specific incidents, real workflows that hit real payment walls. Incident 1, the contractor invoice problem. A developer team at a mid-sized SaaS company built a fully automated procurement agent. 46 steps from identification to delivery, all automated. Step 47 was paying the contractor. $43 via ACH. When it came time to initiate the $43 ACH transfer, the bank's API returned a single error. Account holder verification required. A natural person must authorize this transaction. The agent isn't a natural person. The entire workflow, 46 automated steps, required a human to log in, approve a $43 transfer, and log back out every single time. Incident 2, the SaaS renewal failure. An autonomous research agent was running on a 29-month data API subscription. When the renewal date hit, Stripe flagged the account. No verified human card holder for the charging entity. The agent's workflow stopped. The operator didn't notice for 3 days. 72 hours of a 180-month autonomous agent dead because of a $29 renewal. Incident 3, the multi-currency settlement trap. An operator running agents across US, Brazil, and Nigeria found cross-border settlements required 4 to 7 business day holds, plus manual compliance reviews on every transaction over $500. The agents could identify arbitrage opportunities in real time. They could execute trades in simulation, but moving actual funds, even stablecoins, across jurisdictions required human sign-off at every step. The opportunity window for most of these trades, 15 to 90 minutes. By the time a human approved the transfer, the window was gone. 3 incidents, 3 completely different agent types. The same structural failure, money changes hands, humans must intervene. Here's the architectural reason this keeps happening. Every major payment rail, Stripe, PayPal, ACH, Swift, even most crypto on-ramps, was designed around one assumption: a verified human entity owns and operates the account. KYC requires that a human be identified, verified, and held legally accountable. AML flags transaction patterns that don't match human behavioral signatures. An AI agent fails both checks. 1, it cannot pass KYC, no government ID, no physical address, no biometric signature. You can register a company that owns the agent, and a human controls that company, but the agent itself cannot be the account holder. 2, its behavioral patterns look fraudulent. Agents make payments at 3 a.m., they batch transactions in non-human patterns. They access APIs from cloud IP ranges fraud systems associate with bots. Every one of those is a fraud signal. 3, traditional Rails don't support programmable approval flows. An agent can't be given conditional spending authority. You may approve transactions under $500 in category X between hours 0 and 23. The Rails have no concept for that. It's binary. A human approves or it doesn't happen. Developers have tried to work around this. Prepaid cards, virtual accounts, manual custodian setups. Every workaround introduces human latency. At the exact moment, the agent's value proposition requires speed. I want to address a misconception. This will get solved as models get smarter. Wrong. Context windows have gone from 4,000 tokens to 2 million. Reasoning benchmarks have improved dramatically. Multi-agent coordination has gone from experimental to production grade. None of this has moved the autonomous payment success rate because the failure isn't cognitive, it's regulatory and structural. A GPT-5 class model is extraordinarily intelligent. It can write a legal brief, reason through a financial strategy, identify compliance risks, but it still cannot hold a Stripe account. Not because it's not smart enough, because Stripe's compliance framework requires a human account holder, full stop. Smarter models don't change KYC. They don't change AML. They don't change the bank's TOS. They don't change fraud detection logic that flags 3 a.m. batch transactions. We have been scaling the wrong variable, investing billions in intelligence while ignoring the infrastructure layer that determines whether that intelligence can transact in the world. The analogy? Imagine you hired the most talented procurement executive in the world, perfect judgment, perfect negotiation, perfect market knowledge, but no corporate card, no bank account, no purchasing authority, no ability to sign checks. They can advise on every deal, draft every contract, but cannot execute a single payment without coming back for a signature. That's every AI agent in production right now. Let me quantify the cost. The average developer building an agent with payment requirements spends 40 to 80 additional engineering hours on payment integration compared to a standard web app. Those hours go into custodian approval flows, manual review queues, workaround architectures with prepaid cards, and debugging fraud flags. Then operational cost. Every workflow needs a human on call to approve payments. For enterprise deployments, that means dedicated payment operations staff, a role that didn't exist 2 years ago. And the hidden costs, workflows that simply never get built, sophisticated agent automation, supplier management, dynamic resource scaling, autonomous contractor networks, shelved entirely because the payment infrastructure doesn't exist. The agent economy is being constrained not by model quality, not by developer creativity, not by demand, but by infrastructure that predates the agent paradigm by decades. Agent-native payment infrastructure requires 4 things. 1. Programmable spending authority, conditional permissions like this agent may spend up to $500 per transaction in stablecoins on categories A, B, C between hours X and Y with automatic logging. 2. Non-custodial or smart contract-controlled wallets, funds the agent can autonomously transact without a human signing every transfer. 3. Stablecoin settlement rails. Fiat is jurisdictionally constrained. Dollar-pegged stablecoins like USDC and USDB, moving on programmable rails, are the closest analog to what agents need. 4. Audit and compliance hooks. Full transaction logs, human-readable audit trails, configurable compliance triggers, so regulators can trace every payment back to a responsible human operator without requiring that human to authorize each transaction. The pieces exist. Smart contract wallets, stablecoin infrastructure, programmable DeFi rails. The gap is assembling them into something a developer can deploy in an afternoon. This is the problem BananaCrystal is built to solve. A developer funds an agent wallet with USDC. The wallet converts to USDB, BananaCrystal's stablecoin, and the agent can swap to any supported token and initiate payments autonomously without requiring a human to authorize each transaction. The human operator sets permission parameters upfront, spending limits, allowed categories, time windows, automatic logging thresholds. The agent operates within those parameters. Every transaction is logged, every payment is auditable, but no human needs to be in the loop for each payment. That's the missing layer, not a smarter model, not a more sophisticated prompt, a wallet the agent actually owns and can spend from within rules set by a responsible human operator. For the developer building the 47-step procurement agent, this changes everything. The agent doesn't stop at the invoice. It processes it, logs it, moves to step 48. For the operator running agents across multiple markets, stablecoin rails means settlement in minutes, not days. For the team whose research agent went dark over a $29 renewal, a funded wallet with a pre-authorized renewal category means that never happens. The agent economy is real. It's scaling. Model capabilities are there. Developer tooling is maturing. But every workflow that involves money is hitting the same wall. Payment infrastructure designed for humans that actively rejects agents. That's not a model problem, not a prompt engineering problem, not something a better fine-tune will fix. It's an infrastructure problem, and infrastructure problems get solved by infrastructure. If you're building agent workflows that handle payments, supplier management, contractor payments, SaaS renewals, cross-border settlements, dynamic resource purchasing, look at BananaCrystal. The link is in the description. To stay ahead of the agent economy's financial layer, subscribe to the Agent Payments newsletter at agentpayments.substack.com. Subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment with the payment failure that's hit your agent workflow. I read everyone. See you in the next one.